Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we're looking at another AI tool. This one is called PopAI. I have a link down in the video description that'll get you 20% off if you end up going for the pro version. And what is PopAI? PopAI is a wrapper for the large language models that have become so popular, and it can do a whole lot of different things. So the nice thing with some of these websites that are wrappers is that they do some of the prompting for you and they really help to give you some structure. So we can see here we're on the home page and we've got the opportunity to upload PDFs and have a chat with PDF function. So that is something that ChatGPT and the others can do. So nothing kind of new just yet. But under that we've got AI presentation and we've got AI writer. And again, both of these are things we could be getting our large language model to do. But what they've done with this PopAI site is they've tried to build templates and really give some nice wrappers to this. So when you're doing your work, it's just that much neater and that much more organized, and there's less fiddling with the prompts. So you can imagine if you were writing, say, a blog for a website, it's slightly different language from if you were doing something like writing an academic article. So having some of those things pre-templated, pre-prompted, so that you can really just ask for the thing that you need and not have to mess around quite as much with what it looks like or what it sounds like. So let's have an explore of the site. Here is the chat with PDF section. I've uploaded a PDF. It's a book chapter that I wrote. And when I uploaded it, and if you are on the free plan, you only get a total of 50 pages. Initially, I tried my thesis, which was too big. So immediately it gives quite a long summary. So we can see the summary here describing the article. It does a good job of the description. Then we've got a couple of suggested questions. Might try a couple of those in a second. Down in the chat box here, we can specify what this is. So currently it's set to general. We might flick it over to paper. From here, we can ask for a summary. We've got different options on our summary. Presentation, really like this. So we can see that different types of presentations. We might give that a go as well. And then suggestions of questions to interrogate this paper. So this is really nice. All of this is well above and beyond what we get out of ChatGPT and the other LLMs. Let's maybe start just with this first question. So that's really interpreting what I said in this chapter. So what are the patterns of intermarriage? And again, it's given a pretty detailed response. So we can see it's broken down, and these are sections that I actually do write about with analysis in this chapter. So Indigenous status, country of birth, ancestry, and a couple of general differences. It's done a really good job here. So we'll try one more of these suggestions. What are limitations? That could be interesting because pretty sure that there's nothing explicitly written about this in the paper. It was using census data, so it captured more or less everyone, provided they were in the census. First one, so I would have said census data is the first one, but these are actually all really good. I think I may have said something in the chapter there about self-identification for any ethnicity-related analysis. That is always something. Oh wow, 12 limitations. So definitely these first few, self-identification, census data limitations, the fact that this is cross-sectional data are all good points. Cross-sectional, if we're looking at intermarriage and ethnicity, we don't get a good gauge of both partnership formation and divorce and people breaking up. We also don't get migration patterns, so those things kind of get lost in the different cross sections. Measurement of ancestry, yep, these are all good things. Let's have a look how it goes with presentations. Let's say that I was heading off to an academic conference. Let's click on this. Let's see what it does. Okay, so I was actually kind of expecting actual slides, but that's okay. We instead have been given titles and bullet points for the slides. Gave me a couple of different topics that I could choose from. I just clicked and you can see create presentation for, and we've got topic. I could have jumped in there and specified something either specific or more broad, but really about the whole chapter. Instead, just chose one of those just to see how it would do. It's given me some good slides, suggestions of what should go in them. So a couple of other features we've got here. So capture and ask is going to select particular bits. You can see I've got crosshairs there. I can select particular bits from my PDF. That can be quite handy if you really want to drill into a particular section. Or if there's things like formulae as well. Batch ask lets you put in multiple questions and do it as a batch. And my prompts we can add and then find particular prompts that we've been using often. This was a pretty good start. I've been impressed. The additions that they've made to the wrapper for analyzing a PDF, I think, are definitely of value. And in fact, when we click down and we have a look at what Pro costs, $12.80 a month, that's actually cheaper than ChatGPT. And admittedly, we see that it is 200 GPT-4o questions per month. There are some limitations here, but depending on how much you are using this, and unlimited it's maybe a wee bit pricey, but certainly for the Pro, that seems pretty reasonable given the really good wrapper that you're getting. So let's keep exploring. So next up, we've gone into the AI presentation link, and we can see that there's actually lots of different generative options here. You can see we've got presentation, we've got a number of different templates, PowerPoint Composer from scratch, speaker notes, we've got flowcharts, we've got a number of different image related options here. As we carry on down, data visualization, code reconstruction. We will definitely have a test of that one, see how good it can get it working backwards to get some code from a graph. Got data analysis, retrieve the prompt of an image you like. There's a couple here where we can see that there may be only preview. I am on the free plan here. Turn equations into LaTeX. Not super stoked to see this 100% unique essay writing. Would prefer that products were moving away from this kind of will help you cheat on your assignments kind of stuff. But turning equations into LaTeX is very, very helpful. That can be really time consuming. Got research proposal, best email corrector. So I think if you are maybe working in another language, that could be pretty handy. Cover letter, CV. We've got blogs. Just keeps going. There's a lot of content here. And as you can see, this is all just templates and wrappers, but it just is designed to make life easier. We've got marketing, and then at the end we've got coding as well. So let's maybe try a couple of these. Maybe we'll start with presentation. Why not a business plan? When I click on that, you can see it's come down here into the text box. We can say how many words, like how detailed the slides, the audience, the format. If we're on Pro, we've got AI generation as well as searched out. And so what is my business plan going to be? So let's test it a wee bit. We want a business plan for Neuralink smart hats. Let's see how it goes. Okay, so I let it go for a while. It started off just straight black, and then it's kind of just put some color and design on it. And we can see that it has actually taken my idea, which just plucked out of thin air, having somehow I was thinking about Google Glasses and smart glasses. Why not have a smart hat as well? Then it's just made up a whole lot of stuff. It's got a SWOT analysis, got a roadmap. So that's our outline, and we can see here the outline's ready. Click Create Presentation to generate the slides. Here's our Create Presentation button down the bottom, so we'll click that. We'll give it a minute to do its thinking, and it took about a minute, and if we scroll back, we can see it's really formatted not too bad, so it tends to like these 3 images with text. Another one of the same. We've got headings in between. It's our SWOT analysis. If we come up here, we can see that we can actually change the theme, so if we didn't like the kind of pinky colors there, we wanted to change it. Got lots of options there to change it as well. We can share and we can run the presentation. So all of that just from a couple of words of prompt of my invented business plan. You can imagine if you actually had some proper data and information to put in there, then how much more powerful that would be. So presentation, it did a pretty good job. Let's come down. Let's maybe see how this data visualization code reconstruction goes. So we click on that. We can see it's selected. It asks us to upload an image. And unfortunately, and makes sense though, here's the point where I have maxed out my ChatGPT 4o limit on the free plan. So unfortunately wasn't able to do that one. Having a quick go of the LaTeX code from a formula. So I asked it to integrate y equals 5x plus 2 from x equals 0 to 5. That definitely looks right. Went and whacked that into LaTeX, and indeed that is what I wanted to see. So for those that are doing any kind of LaTeX math related work, potentially handy, although a little bit clunky. I was hoping you'd be able to put an image in here, and it seems that you can only type in what you want. So you kind of need to be partway there already. I tried a couple of the others, but a lot of them are pretty dependent on ChatGPT 4o. If you are on the free plan, there's only a limit that you have on terms of what you're going to be able to try try. Should be enough though that you can have a good test of your particular uses and see whether this is something that is worth paying for. Analysis of the PDF was really good. The producing a presentation, in this case it was a business plan, was really good. So far, pretty happy with everything that it's done. The wrapper adds just enough value and does things like the nice templates around the presentations, like the different image stuff, that I think if you see some use cases here that resonate with things that you do regularly, this could be a good tool for you. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this valuable. I'll be back really soon with more videos on AI, research, stats, and random stuff.